Hello and welcome back to another episode of our Bounty Hunter saga, and as promised in this episode we are going to try and start our scrap empire. It will be probably slow going to start off with. Hello Mr. Split Person. Oh, alright. Yeah. Blanked. How rude. But yeah, as I was saying, we are probably going to be pretty slow going on this. Our first stop is to speak to the faction representative, because we have got this little mission to do. So we're going to talk to them and we're going to say hello, how do you do? They're going to tell us we're fantastic. That is a very interesting set of glasses you got there.
It's good to see you, friend. We've been watching your work with great interest and wanted to reward you for it.
Oh, thank you.
I'm pleased to present you with a new rank amongst our organization.
Excellent, cheers.
Of course, this rank comes with great benefits.
Does it?
These benefits are tied to the rank, so if you lose the rank, the benefits go too.
I'll try not to do that.
Your record, I'm sure we won't have to worry about that.
I'm sure we won't either.
I hope you find these rewards fit into the work you've done and make the most of them. And you may also find that certain organizations under our jurisdiction now have interest in you joining their ranks.
Excellent, like who?
Once again, thank you for your efforts.
Oh, okay.
We look forward to working with you more in the future. Good luck out there.
Brilliant, thank you. So we are now friends with the corporation, which means we can
It's good to see you, friend.
have a look at these licenses. We can essentially buy all the different licenses. Well, not all of them, because we need big money for big licenses. We could buy the equipment access, which will let us have the guns and stuff. The military ships, that's how we get the Kirax. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with that fighter, but I want one. And the turrets for the big ships. But we're not interested in that.
Good luck out there.
Oh, frame rate stutter. Are we okay? Game? Oh, no. Doesn't like something.
It's good to see you, friend.
Anyway, we're more interested in the blueprints at the minute. So, do you sell any modules? You do. Interesting. Okay, so one of the things we need is a scrap processing and scrap recycler in order for us to get our scrap station, scrap station up and running. They might be a little ways off. So this is the same text as you see in the X4, the Avarice expansion, I'm assuming. We're also going to need a bunch of other things, so I have started off with some modules unlocked, but like a fool, any that really matter, I didn't start with them. So we've already got the disc defense module, and I think I got some turrets, some basic turrets. We're going to need to buy absolutely everything, because these are all the generic ones that you usually start with. But you know, we'll buy them, as well as. Did I buy one? Yes, we have got a basic dock, so we can at least get a station started. What else do we need? Habitation modules will be good eventually, but I'm not that worried about them to start off with. They can be a little bit well, it really doesn't like something in this station. They can be a little bit more hassle than they're worth. So every time you've got one of them for your workforce, you need 3 different resources. You need medical supplies, food rations, and contraband alcohol. We do have a blueprint for a brewery. That's one that I started with, oddly. They do ships. And I think, what turrets did we get? If any. No, I didn't give myself any turrets. Well done me. So yeah, so it's going to be a little bit... Oh, that's it. I gave myself small, different storage. But
luck out there.
That's not so much anything where... oh, they've got a cool logo, haven't they? Old Trans Gal Meg TGM Corporation. That's things that we can work towards. I don't know why this is so dog doo-doo. Let's get out of here. Let's go to the Equinox. Yeah, our frames have dropped. It may be because someone's building a big ship. But let's not worry about that right now. Unless it becomes more of an issue. As we were saying last issue, my computer should be more than adequate for running this. I think it's just, at the minute, it's just a bit unoptimized. Right, take command of the ship. Let's have a look at what ships these do. So, ships that we are potentially going to be looking at, obviously the Harbour class, and they don't seem to sell one, but a scrap ship as well. I think Corellian Engineering sell, or do they? Because they don't have a large... One of the factions will sell the big scrap ship. Okay. Is it building anything? Or is it just traffic? No, just didn't like that station for some reason. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we are going to find
Wharf.
not the TGM wharf. No, not the TGM wharf. We're going to find the Bounty Hunters wharf. We're looking away because I've noticed the Bounty Hunter Guild wharfs don't tend to see much in the way of traffic, so we can use it as basically ship storage. Because one of the things we need to do, or what I'd like to try out this episode, is we're going to buy ourselves a little tug and try and figure out how the scrapper works. Now, I'm assuming the downside's going to be, at the moment I don't know where any scrap processing places are. I know Endor is full of scrap. Sorry for that. I do love that bit of the Rogue One music, that little powerful thing. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut it there, actually, because for whatever reason... Oh, we'll keep it going, see if it behaves itself. But we are running pretty bad at the minute. Yeah, there's not much traffic in and out of the Bounty Hunter Guild station, so we can usually get away with stopping in these places. So let's go to our map. Let's go to the TGM wharf and let's buy ourselves a very small tuk-tuk, a little quad jumper. I do like the quad jumpers. We're going to go with the Corellian engines because the Incom engines give us more speed outside travel mode, but these give us much more high speeds when we're travelling, and it's not that much different. So we're going to go with those, and the cheaper. We're going to go with the All-Rounders Mark II. We are going to go with the Corellian Shields because they seem to be the best, or one of the best we can get. We'll get some KX5s on there, they're pretty sturdy. We need a scrap tractor, and we want Docking Mark II. We want flight assistance software. Not too much difference price wise, so we'll go with the Mark II scanner. We will have a police scanner. Do we need a police scanner? We use a basic scanner. targeting computer and trading computer. Do we want any satellites? Usually best if we have 5 satellites. Fill it with flares. Crew wise then, we want a pilot, we want 3 service crew, and we want 2 marines. The marines are basically there just to help us out. We'll save that preset and we'll call it scrap tug. Save as new, and we will add that to our shopping list, and then we will confirm our order, and that is going to take us 2 minutes. And then what we'll do is we'll do a cheeky little teleport when we get there. So we'll get up, we'll read that message. I think that's just from the friend of the corporation. Let's have a look. How much money have we been making? So we've lost 300. We're down 333,000 in the last hour, but that's just because we've spent, $500,000 on a brand new ship. Our traders seem to be doing relatively well. I have seen we're getting some good returns at the minute, especially on some of our larger traders. Is that ready yet? No, not yet. Let's check out what our traders are actually doing. Right, you're in Coruscant. What's wrong, little buddy? Information. You're on local auto trade. Oh, that's because you were exploring in the Corellian sector, weren't you? Right, so have you got... Right, you can go fill shortages now. This is not the most optimal way to do things, but if we just tick everything, take off anything that says hut, anything that looks a bit suspect. Missing module prefabs, non-strop oil, I don't know what that is. Protein paste, we've never seen that. Redonians, scruffing fruit sensors, and none of them. Spices, yes. Sunrise flowers, no. Stimulants, no. Terran MRE, I don't even think they're in the game. Okay, so this is really to me it's unoptimal, but the other trader's doing pretty well. So what he's going to do is he's just going to go around everywhere and try and fill up the shortages on anything. So we're going to go confirm. It doesn't have anchor space, so it can wind up anywhere. So, point in case, our New Republic trader has managed to end up in the Mandalorian Death Watch sector, which its purpose was originally to fill his reputation up with New Republic. But ho hum, what can you do? Our little Z95, we were going to send it ahead to do some scouting in Endor, so we're going to go explore there. It's got a few satellites on it, so we will also place some of those down, because Endor is full of scrap. That's where we're going to go. And these ones, they're not doing anything at the minute. We've just got them docked up. You're doing well. Telos, you've scattered out. Telos, well done you. Now, we were going to start sending you down this way. I think we said, or I said to myself anyway, do you have any satellites at the minute? Civilian, how many you got? 5. Yeah, 5 will do. We can get some satellites deployed on any stations that we want. Is there anything else I want to do on this particular screen? No, because we should now have our quad jumper, so I'm going to teleport to it. Now I am sure there are people at the moment who are basically going, What are you doing? You don't set everything up. You need to know where a scrap station is, etc.
Quad jumper.
I don't know where any of these things are at the minute. Wow, 1-star pilots start off with. That's pretty good to say. Recently they've not been brilliant. You know, we're just going to roll with it. I've used the little quad jumper as a miner before, which they're pretty good as a miner. They've just not got much capacity, so you end up having to buy, like, I used them for supplying stations. Wait, I don't want to dock. How very dare you. Yeah, I didn't want to... I mainly use miners when we've finished auto-saving. Well, it wouldn't be an episode, would it, if things weren't going perpetually slightly wrong. Not enough to be a problem, just a mild annoyance. Thank you, Autosave. Thank you very much. Worth. Anyway, what were we saying? Yeah, miners. Usually for miners, I kind of want one of them as well, just because they look cool. Ooh, look at that speed! Way. I mean, you would expect a ship which is essentially 4 engines to be pretty darn nippy. But yeah, miners, I was saying, again, miners, I use them for supplying the stations. And the problem I found with the little miners, like the tugs, is ooh. Should I try that one more time? I'm not used to going that fast in a ship. Yeah, the problem with little miners is when you're trying to supply, you know, a storage worth of ore or gases to get your mine up and your station up and running, you end up having to have loads of little ships, little mining ships, and by the time you've done that, you might as well have bought like an Action 4 miner, or what's the Imperial one? Is it the Berea, something like that? Well, I look forward to having a little pop. So we will put this on autopilot, and we will see you in Endor. Jump beacon. Welcome back. We are now in Endor. Wreck. We have got a wreck, and we are going to try and figure out how this works. Can a quad jumper take out the little wrecks? I don't know if it can. Let's turn it on. How close do we have to be? Or is this wreck going to be too big for us to start towing? This object is too large to be towed. Okay. Is there any small pieces of scrap? Any baby pieces of scrap for our baby ship? What about you? Wreck. You're another big one. You look small. Or is this just a perspective? I know you're potentially small enough. This might be a case of yeah, this scrap might be too big for us. We might have to get a big boy scrap ship. I have a backup plan if not. There is plenty of fighting between the Imperial Ascendancy at the minute. for us to be able to yeah, that's far too big, isn't it? Oh, does it have to have processable wares? I don't know.
Wreck.
Processable wares, none.
Wreck.
None.
Wreck.
Oh, so it has to have a raw amount of scrap on it. Okay, I am fairly confident then that this sector at the minute for our baby little scrap ship is not going to be any good.
Wreck.
Because we need a bigger ship, because this is all big wrecks. What if we look on the... And I've also got a feeling that this place is going to be no good for whatever reason. We are very much... not work. The frame rate is just dropping like nobody's business. I did notice my hard drive was taking a little bit of a spike. Was that the one that we looked at first? Let's have a little check. It's got processable amount. Too large to be towed. Okay, so what we're going to do instead, we are going to go to where was it? Shardan, because in Shardan there was a lot of fighting going on, so we might have a better chance of finding something there, because there were some big space stations and things like that being blown up. So we will make our way to Shardan and we will see you there, unless of course we come across any other scrap, because there's a chance we might have some in Kinyen, because the New Republic is at war with the Enote faction as well. Oh, in fact, we can see there's some fighting, so we'll go to Kinyen and we will pick it back up there. Unfortunately then, after 1 hour and 33 minutes of trying, for whatever reason we cannot get this scrap tug working. During this time I tried a number of different things. At first I couldn't get the scrap ship to locate over the actual scrapping dock port, or whatever it is you want to call it, the scrap processor. I've got a feeling it may be the way the station's designed. I then, because I'd already sent the Equinox ahead, because of the frame rate issues kind of resolved itself as soon as I got near the station. But I jumped in the Equinox, sent the pilot from the Equinox to pilot the tug, as he's a 4-star pilot. You need a 2-star rating to be able to auto salvage, essentially let the autopilot trying to figure it out, see if it could get the paths, and show me essentially how you would go about doing this function, this mechanic of the game, piloting it over the scrap ship. That didn't work either. The ship has just essentially flip-flopped about. So our dreams of being a scrap king, for now at least, look to have potentially been dashed. So unfortunately, on that rather disappointing finish to the episode, we're going to call it that. So next episode, unfortunately we're going to have to replan, but we will take it from there. So until next time, I have been Captain Jack Gumption. You have been watching the worst episode of the Bounty Hunter saga thus far, but we shall return triumphant. Until next time, goodbye.